Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card and earn up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash. Got paid back? With the Venmo debit card, you can instantly access your balance and spend on what you want, like game day snacks, gear, tickets, and more. The more you do, the more cash back you can earn. Plus, there's no monthly fee or minimum balance. Sign up now at Venmo.com/collegecard. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
This is Optimal Health Daily. Why am I sore after my workout? By Riley Pierce of freeformfitness.ca. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Hey there, welcome to a Tuesday edition of Optimal Health Daily. Remember, this is one of just a few podcasts in the world where blogs are read to you for free so that you don't have to read them yourself. But on this show, you get the added bonus of hearing my commentary at the end. Oh, and another bonus, on Fridays, I answer your questions. Don't forget, you can email your question to health@oldpodcast.com. But with that, let's get to today's post and start optimizing your life. Why am I sore after my workout? By Riley Pierce of freeformfitness.ca. Here's a fitness myth that needs to be corrected. Feeling sore after a workout is normal. Let us tell you it is not. Some soreness can be expected from a tough workout. However, it is not normal to feel so sore that you cannot walk properly. When you push your body to do a difficult workout, you cause small tears in the muscles. This is normal. However, too much of a normal can become a bad thing. In the following article, we will explain why you feel so sore after your workout and how you can decrease the chances of you feeling that in the future. Remember, muscle soreness does not equal good workout. Why do you feel so sore after your workout? As we just mentioned, some soreness after a workout can be normal. When you do resistance training, you cause micro tears in the muscles. In a normal case, the body begins to repair these micro tears shortly after your workout is finished. This repair job is what makes you stronger for the next workout. By laying down new material, the body is adapting and making itself stronger so that it experiences fewer muscle tears the next time. In order to rebuild the muscles, the body needs you to provide it with additional tools and materials. This is why recovery is so important, and why you will always hear your trainer emphasizing the importance of proper recovery. We'll get into that in the next section. The reason you feel exceptionally sore after a workout is due to delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. Delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, is brought on by overtraining or doing unfamiliar exercises and under-delivering on those precious recovery materials. These micro tears are so extensive that the body simply does not have the resources to rebuild the muscles. So, what do you end up with? Lots of inflammation and an inability to use those muscles and the surrounding joints properly. Delayed onset muscle soreness typically reaches its peak around 48 to 72 hours. So, if you had planned another workout 2 or 3 days later, chances are you're not going to make it, and you shouldn't. If you do not let your muscles properly heal, you could end up with lasting damage to the muscles and compensation patterns, which will affect your muscle balance across the body. So, how can you prevent it? How to prevent delayed onset muscle soreness. If the cause of delayed onset muscle soreness is overtraining and poor recovery, then the best way to prevent it is to be more intentional about how you're training. This is not just something that people like you deal with either. Athletes also experience delayed onset muscle soreness after returning from the off-season. However, their coaches are there to make sure they manage the intensity of those first few workouts. 1. Ease yourself back into training. With that in mind, the first strategy to decrease the risk of delayed onset muscle soreness is to ease back into your training. If you haven't done resistance training during the lockdowns, then we recommend starting with bodyweight movements and only a few sets of each exercise. Be sure to spread out your workouts so you have time to recover, and try an upper and lower body split if you plan on working out 2 or more times per week. 2. Get serious about your recovery. We have mentioned a few times now that if your body does not have enough of the tools and materials to rebuild the muscles, then the soreness will be worse. Recovery is an integrated set of activities. You'll need to make sure you're eating enough protein, drinking enough water, doing light stretching, and incorporating active rest into your rest days. And of course, getting proper rest. If you can master these, your body will thank you by keeping the soreness to a manageable level. 3. Get a professional to help you with your training and recovery plan. The best way to ensure you are not overdoing it is to be like the athletes and get yourself a coach. A good and certified personal trainer will know that someone who is new to training or hasn't trained in a while will experience some soreness after a light bout of resistance training. With this in mind, they'll plan the workout accordingly and provide you with a number of recovery strategies that will suit you and your lifestyle. Summary. Delayed onset muscle soreness is a common injury that occurs after doing unfamiliar or overly intense exercise. This leads to intense pain in the trained muscles and typically reaches its peak soreness around 48 to 72 hours after training. The best way to prevent or decrease delayed onset muscle soreness is to manage your training intensity and focus on appropriate recovery strategies. If you are unsure about the level of intensity you should be training at or how to properly recover, hiring a certified personal trainer is your best option to learn quickly and avoid a painful trial and error period. You just listened to the post titled, "Why Am I So Sore After My Workout?" by Riley Pierce of freeformfitness.ca. And I'll be right back with my commentary. A thoughtfully built wardrobe comes down to pieces that mix well and last. That's where Quince shines. Premium fabrics, considered design, and everyday essentials that feel effortless to wear and dependable, even as the seasons change. Quince works directly with top factories. No middlemen, no brand markup. Their cashmere is 100% Mongolian, the same grade luxury brands use. And I'd highly recommend checking it out. Like their cashmere polo. It's incredibly soft and feels expensive, but it's actually affordable. Stop overcomplicating your wardrobe. You need a few pieces that actually work. Right now, go to quince.com/OHD for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's a full year to build your wardrobe and love it. And you will. Now available in Canada too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last. Go to quince.com/OHD for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/OHD. If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Have you ever experienced this? You finish a tough workout and you feel pretty okay. You're definitely winded, but you're still able to walk. Smash cut to 3 days later. Your alarm goes off in the morning. You try and get up, but your body feels like it was just run over by a truck. Every muscle hurts. That's delayed onset muscle soreness. And researchers have discovered that the longer it takes for that soreness to kick in after the workout, the more muscle tears there are. And I know it seems like a good idea to lay in bed all day to let your body heal. That's actually the last thing you want to do. Instead, as today's author Riley mentioned, get up and try and move a little bit through some gentle movements. For example, it could be a very light walk around the neighborhood or some very gentle stretching. The advantage to doing this is that by moving these sore muscles or gently stretching them, you force the body to send oxygen and nutrient-rich blood to those muscles. More oxygen and nutrients mean the muscles will repair faster. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable to move those muscles, but hopefully you won't feel that soreness for longer than you have to. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening every day. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for sharing this show with someone. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.